Greetings, my brothers. This is Sean Blazington, and today I'm going to be exposing you guys to the robots of the NBA. I know this is news to a lot of you, but I will walk you through everything that I'm talking about. Let's take a trip down to Miami, Florida, and let's look at some of the beautiful women down there. And if you noticed, a lot of these women have fake body parts. Although they're not millionaires, they still can afford to go get new butts, new breasts. A lot of these women you see are strippers and nurses, but they can still afford to go out and buy body parts. Now let's take a trip back to the NBA. There's nothing but millionaires here. If one of these players get injured, this organization has enough money to buy their players another arm or another leg, and in some cases, a whole nother head. What I am telling you is that there is a lot of players in the NBA with bionic limbs. We all know that Steph Curry has bad ankles, and every time he tweaks his ankle or get injured, he just goes in the back with that lady with the short blonde haircut, and within a few minutes, Steph Curry is back on the court. Let me tell you what takes place back there. She removes the skin and work on the metal on the inside. Steph isn't the only one. There's Paul George, Blake Griffin. Any player that you've seen suffer a terrible injury and come back to the NBA has bionic limbs. Ever wondered how Bill Russell won all of those championships and he's still around today? That's because he was one of the first men to ever go under the robotic procedures. There's Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and Magic Johnson never had a physical virus. He had a virus in the computer chip in his leg and it hindered him from playing basketball. If he really had what they said he had, how come he doesn't have it today? That's because technology is so advanced, they repaired the virus in the computer chip in his leg and he is good to go. There's special doctors in Germany that does robotic procedures all the time. Ask Kobe Bryant where did he go when he got injured. I bet he will tell you that he went straight to Germany. Now that I have told you about players with bionic limbs, let me tell you about the one player in the entire NBA that is a full cyborg. Michael Jordan's greatness cannot be matched. He is the best basketball player that has ever played the game professionally. And also, Michael Jordan is all natural. He never had any bionic procedures. He played the game with his own natural sweat, blood, and tears. And that's why he's so respected in the league. Charles Barkley is also a natural player, and he never won a championship ring. Shaquille O'Neal, on the other hand, has lots of bionic limbs. That's why he named himself Superman and Diesel, because he has plenty of metal parts. The NBA was in desperate need for another player like Jordan. They looked everywhere, but they could not find a specimen with the same talent, with the same skill, so they took it upon themselves to create another Jordan. This journey took them to Akron, Ohio, where they found a young prospect named LeBron James. Once they saw his skill, they paid his mother off and took him to the laboratory for the big test. This is how LeBron James' mother was able to buy him that Hummer before he even made it into the NBA. They paid her to allow them to do a full-fledged robotic procedure on this young man. Him going to college was out of the question. He went from high school straight to the pros. What I am telling you is that LeBron James doesn't only have bionic limbs, they replaced half of his brain with a computer, and that makes him the only full-fledged robot in the NBA. What you think is a receding hairline is where they carved out the skull and injected the computer. If you don't believe that, what about the other scars around LeBron James's head? The procedure was very brutal, but it paid off lovely. All of the years LeBron James has been in the NBA, you have not once seen him seriously injured. You never seen him down for the count. That's because LeBron is a full robot. Now that he's getting older, he's having some technical issues. Tyronn Lue sits him out of games just so they can work on his computer chip some more. Speaking of Tyronn Lue, he's not who you think he is either. Tyronn Lue is Kid Fresh from the 2 Live crew, And he is also a robot. They reprogrammed him to be a basketball player, and then they programmed him to be a head coach, but he still has glitches from time to time. Out of the blue, he'll start singing, "Head, head, and mo head." I guess that's why they made him the head coach, just in case people started to get suspicious. The Cavaliers made some serious trades just to get Kyle Korver on their team. The reason they needed him so bad is because he has his master's degree in computer technology. He's not there because he can shoot the three. Half of the Cavs team can shoot the three. They need him there to work on LeBron James for a cheaper price. I know this is hard for a lot of you to believe, but believe what you want. My tentacles are always active. I would really appreciate it if you guys leave a comment and subscribe to the channel, and also I left my documents in the description box for all of you to view. This is your boy Sean Blaze. I'm out.